What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Oscar. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about reality, awareness, consciousness, connecting with spirituality, finding out who you really are beyond the conventional way of, learning, ways of doing things, the main things that are out there in this world that have shown us who we are. So, today's topic, something that I want to talk about today is the physical, right? The visible world and the invisible world, okay? The visible and invisible worlds. Now, what do I mean by this? When I say this, you kind of, if you've been watching my previous videos, I think you might know where I'm going. And what I want to talk about here in this video is about the realities, right? The things that exist, the dimensions, the energies, the presences that exist right now in front of us in this very moment that we can't really see, or that most people aren't completely aware of yet. Because in this reality, there are, through my experience, I've witnessed and I've experienced that there are multi-dimensional realities right here in this very moment. Like right now, me talking to you, an energy exchange is happening. So I'm communicating my energy. I'm sending out my energy out there to whoever it is that's watching this video, and they're receiving my energy. It's crazy to think of it that way, but that's actually happening. Literally, we are connecting, right? And you might be, hundreds or thousands of miles away from me, yet we are still communicating with each other. So the reason I make this video and the reason I want to talk about this subject is because there's a lot of things that we can't see. And the majority of the time, the way we have been built and programmed throughout our life is that, well, I mean, for the most part, for myself, is that if I can't see something, right, tangibly in this physical reality in front of my eyes, sometimes you know, it's difficult to believe it, right? It's difficult to believe something that you can't see. And you've also, if you watch my previous videos, you've heard me say, I want you to believe before you see, kind of tying into faith. And finally, after doing the work that needs to be done, doing the personal development, that's when you finally get shown with the results of who you are, because you've been setting that intention, you've been doing the work. Therefore, you finally start to evolve, right? You finally start to expand your consciousness. Your awareness starts to increase, and you start to connect with reality at a deeper level. Obviously, getting to the point to, let's say, for example, my situation, my path, my purpose. Through doing the work previously and still doing it, still always trying to evolve and develop into my highest potential and being, I got led to where I am today, where I'm able to experience, I'm able to feel that there's multiple dimensions, multiple realities right now where I am, wherever I go, and that everything's tied together in this very moment. Imagine infinite realities, infinite dimensions, right? With different people, with different beings, with different presences, right? Literally all right here. Like, maybe, like, I can't say stacked on layer because that wouldn't make sense and that might not be the complete truth, but just to tell you that it's all literally interconnected and happening right now, and we can't even see it. So I want to bring up, to clarify this even more, for any of you who haven't heard of the popular term astral projection, astral travel. Okay, now what is astral travel? I'm just going to say it real quick because I might make a whole entire video dedicated to this topic. But astral travel is essentially you leaving your physical vessel, right? Your so-called physical vehicle, right? The one you usually operate in, and kind of leaving this body, this physical body, and leaving it for a energetic body that leaves this body that's within this body, right? And you go to travel into other planes of existence, like another realm, right? Like a dream realm, but this one's called the astral realm, astral projection, right? You're leaving your astral body that's within this body, right? It's leaving this body to go to travel to into another plane of existence that's literally happening right now. That's really crazy. Yeah. And it's definitely something to wrap your head around when your entire life you've been living in a life where nothing even close to that was ever taught to you in school about leaving your body to go travel into another plane of existence that's right here in front of you that you can't even see? So going back to the energy exchange, right? Me talking in this video, how does that tie into this whole entire topic of the visible and invisible worlds? It's that wherever you go, whatever place you go, the school, the rooms, your family houses, there's an energy exchange happening. You don't know what kind of energy the other person has in front of you, your family members, and that if there are other planes of existence, right? There's other realms, right, of life, of creation that we can't really see. Now, start to think about that. How does that tie into what's actually going on that does not meet the eye, our eyes, literally, what we can't see? What could be possibly happening? For example, spirits, angels, extraterrestrials. Oh yeah, we're going into more depth of who we are. Remember, and we're connecting the dots, and I'm connecting it, and I'm explaining it the best I can through my experience, through my higher self, my intuition, what I've understood. Okay, so I tell you this because there's been times where I've experienced a different type of energy. Through my personal development, I've opened myself up. Now I'm more receptive. I'm able to feel energies in the air. I'm able to see energies in my room beyond what can normally be seen by the eye. But now is being seen by another, right? By your increased awareness, by your increased perception on reality. So by you doing things, right, and taking steps into opening your third eye, for example, I'm sure many of you know what that is already and what that means. When you open your third eye, you're opening your extrasensory perception. And that's exactly, it says it right there in the word, extrasensory. So extra. You're able to see more than what you would normally see. And by me doing that work, me changing my diet for my evolution, for my increase in awareness, by meditating, by doing energy healing, energy work, right? I was able to open myself up and able to see this. I was able to verify in my life. Remember, I just want to make sure so you guys understand that my entire life, I could have never imagined to see or feel or understand what the heck a ghost was. I didn't even know how to tie that together, and I still don't completely know. I'm always learning and continuously evolving and connecting the dots. But I was able to verify that there is more existences, more dimensions, more realities that are intertwined with ours right now in this moment that we can't see. And people with a third eye that is open, they will tell you that they can see things, that they can see spirits, that they can see entities, right? Or that they leave their body and they go travel the astral realms. So by you doing this conscious spiritual work and you're diving into your curiosity and you're finding out and connecting with your true self, you a lot of the times you get led to this path where you finally start to open yourself up. You start to open the door into your multidimensional existence. It gets verified time and time again who you really are. So again, why do I make this video? So you guys can have another expanded state of awareness, another perspective on top of whatever it is that you've discovered or you've figured out for yourself in life and who you are. Now you have an extra perspective. You have my perspective, my experience, where I can maybe confirm to you, right? And maybe you're resonating with this. And this maybe explains any weird things that might have happened to you. For example, you being by yourself and feeling something come over you, an energy giving you goosebumps, right? Changing your vibrational frequency, uplifting or downshifting your energy. One day going from extremely depressed to suddenly feeling happy and getting a rush of love within your body and somehow thinking, wow, what just happened? I feel so much better. Or the contrary, one day you were feeling so happy and you felt something dark and heavy come over you and you were starting to feel bad and you couldn't understand why. Now maybe you can start to think and open your mind and connect that to what I'm saying in this video. That the fact that there is more than what meets the eye going on right here around you. That there could be angels, beings, presences, and energies around me right now where I am in this car, influencing what I'm saying, giving me messages to show and to share whoever's watching, disrupting the flow of what I'm saying even. So that gives you, another thing I want to clarify is that that's why it's so important to keep your vibrational frequency high. It's always good to stay positive, right? Because you want to be in alignment with that, you want to be in alignment with that energy that you're sharing. You want to be connected to the energy that's in alignment with love, with power, with clarity, with confidence, with truth, with wisdom, right? Because if I was feeling anxious, depressed, I would be at a different level of vibration, a different level of frequency. I wouldn't be able to send out good energy. I wouldn't be able to give out, my clear experience, my clear advice. I wouldn't be able to talk fluently at all because I wouldn't be at the state that I want to be to make this video. Because like I said before, it's an energetic exchange. So if you keep yourself high, vibrating high, positive, happy, confident, then remember, again, connect to my previous videos. Your external world is a representation of your internal world. So whatever it is that's going on here will be reflected back to you. And that ties into everything that I'm telling you in this video about the things that you can't really see that are happening. They're always connected to you and reflecting back to you and helping you out and guiding you and assisting you in this journey. But if I was feeling bad, I wouldn't be able to make this video at all. You wouldn't see me here in front of you today. So another piece of advice that I want to give is that no matter what you believe, you get me? If you're feeling bad and you're feeling at a lower state, your thoughts aren't aligned with what you want, with your dream life, with creating the life of your dreams, call forth upon the angels, guides, the universe, reality, God, source, creation, whatever it is you want to call it. Call on assistance. Ask for help. I sure did when I was on my journey and I didn't know what the heck was going on. I still asked for assistance. And in turn, by me being curious, by me being open-minded, right, and asking for that assistance, even though I didn't know what assistance I was going to get, I still had that trust. I still believed before I saw results. And now it led me to the point where I am today, right? You follow that trail of curiosity. You dig deep and you go deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. And you start to get a verification, confirmation after confirmation. And all the things that you were discovering that you thought were true, you now are being shown the facts, the real evidence, the experiences that validate that for you, allowing you to become more confident in the truth that you're living your truth, right? Excuse me. So call forth upon whatever energy is out there. And if you're having the intention with a positive mind frame, right, and mindset, you will attract what you are because it's all a reflection. So hopefully that clarifies something so that you can get some help, right? And, by those presences and energies, whatever label you want to call them, it's okay. Just know that you can call upon certain energies, beings, right? All these labels to help you out on your journey, that you are not alone, and that you cannot see everything, maybe what's going on right now in your life, but there's always something energetically happening. And that's one of the last points I want to make in this video, that the visible and invisible worlds, they're both still interconnected. So even though you may be operating through the visible world lens, right, your physical eyes, those people you're talking to on the street, whoever you're talking to, they're always sending you energy. Those thoughts that they're thinking, right, the frequency of those thoughts, if they're positive thoughts or negative thoughts, you're going to feel them. And everything's happening on a subtle level. So you might feel it a little bit. You might feel your mood shift. You might go from angry to happy. You might go from frustrated to angry, depending on who you're talking to, depending on who you're reading, depending on the social media you're browsing through. That's also an energetic exchange. All those posts that you're viewing, those thoughts that you're thinking, they're all being sent out. Spirits, ghosts, extraterrestrials, angels, all these things. Yes, it's in your field of possibilities. You could be very well connecting to all those things, and you might not even see it. And I don't say this to scare you, I say this to expand your awareness. So that you're aware of what's going on. You're aware of the world that you live in, and that you now have to operate. You don't have to, right? Remember, I don't want to impose anything on you. But from my experience, by me knowing this, I was able to operate more confidently. I was able to now think from a higher state of consciousness. I was able to put things together, now having this higher perspective. Not high and mighty perspective, no. It's just you start to discover who you are, right? And you start to know more and more. Your awareness increases. And now, instead of seeing things like through the monkey mind, oh, that's a wall, and this is a brick, you now start to contemplate at a deeper level. We're infinite, multidimensional beings. And even though it's nice and it's very crucial, right, to think positive and to put things simple, you have to understand that you are this infinite being with this infinite power and worth, with this complexity, right? But that as you start to increase your awareness and consciousness, that it becomes easy to understand. It's like the complexity of your life, of your existence, becomes easy because that's just who you are. But that you've been living in a world that dumbifies you. So it's like you're kind of working backwards, if you know what I mean. You come into this world, you're blind, you don't know who you are, what's going on, and then you have to slowly but surely discover, increase your awareness, and put the dots together, and things just start to make sense. They just do. And that's what I'm really hoping to share with you in this video. That as you keep on progressively with your effort, through your will, through your desire to know your true self, to do the personal development, do what needs to be done, realign your thoughts, think positive, do good deeds, be of service to others, love people, you get guided, you get confirmation after confirmation, and you start to experience, right, the visible and invisible world all the time. You will get this validation for yourself in your life, through your journey, through your purpose, depending how deep you want to go. Follow what resonates with you, if it makes sense. If it gives you goosebumps, okay? There's something definitely going on there. Remember, everything's energy. If it's uplifting you, great. If it's bringing you down, there you go. That's a lesson learned. That's something now you can now think about. Since now you know that there's an invisible and a visible world, you can know that there's many, multiple, infinite explanations to whatever is going on with you. And then now you have this new perspective on who you are, what you're going through in life, and that things are not so simple. And that you deserve credit for that, okay? You deserve credit for that, for coming down here in this physical body on earth to go through this life, which is intense and confusing. But then you are following your curiosity, you're following your intuition, so you can go down the right track to lead you to your highest potential, to finding out who you are, and to live the life of your dreams without fear. Okay? So, hopefully I didn't ramble too much there, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's evolve.